Hi guys, so this is a bit of a different video in the sense that it's not me talking about random stuff. It's me talking about the gameplay that you're actually watching. Because this is my first sub 15, so hooray for that. This was in a private room with Akira and Matrix. You can see their IGNs just like cycling in the top right. And I was not expecting to get a sub 15 anytime soon, let alone on this seed and let alone on this particular day, because 2 minutes before we actually started the run, I had just finished playing like 2 hours worth of uh like private rooms, and I was tilting so bad. This was not a good day for me in terms of just like playing. And you can tell with my overworld stuff, like I overgot cobblestone. My like decisions are just very sloppy, and yeah, I was just not in the mindset to play. So then, like, I close out the game and everything, and I was like, I'm gonna take a break. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I close the game, Ninja Rain bot and everything, Akira DMs me, and they're like, Mint, we're running private rooms. Lock in. I'm like, okay, you know what? Sure, why not? If I tilt, I tilt. If I don't, I don't. And yeah, like, I was just not in the headspace to play. I, like, missed those two jumps, but, life moves on. I originally was gonna go for these chickens, but then I see the sheep way in the distance. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go for the sheep, because I really dislike playing foodless RP seeds, because I just don't have the confidence to play, like, aggressively, or just, like, without much food in general. I just haven't had much experience with that. And, when I think of foodless RPs versus, like, someone going for food and someone not getting food, like in the scenario where you can see Akira goes into the nether first just without food, I always think of the MCSR ranked season 8 playoffs, and in the Infume versus Hacks grand finals, I think it was like seed 6 or something like that, where Hacks plays foodless while Infume takes like an extra 10 seconds to get food. And now that I think about it, I think this was the same Bastion that they played. I think it was a housing Bastion. But yeah, Hacks plays the Bastion like perfectly. And speaking of housing, you see me E-Ray and then find the Bastion. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I was gonna do Manhunt, but then I turn around, I see the triples up there, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll just go there. And then the stupid little me, I go up to like the hole where you start top down at, because I'm like, oh yeah, let me loot the chest and get gold armor. But then, what do you know? I open my inventory. Oh, there's gold armor there because I'm wearing boots from the RP. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. And I think that just kind of like messes up my flow, because then I like go loot these chests, and then I'm like, oh, I got arrows, gold, string, and then I forget this gold block here. I don't know, maybe that would have made a difference. I mean, I don't know. I think it was just so hard stuck on getting the iron pick. But anyway, I see the fort here. It's like northeast. My jingle breaks because jingle didn't close properly or open properly or whatever. So I have to like tab in and tab out. That just also messed things up. And you can tell because I like was gonna mine the single chest, but then I go down, try to loot the triple chest or the double chest that I already looted, but then I like break the chest to start top down. And I should have had distraction gold in my bar, or my hot bar, in my 8th slot, because that's where it typically goes. But it was fine. Luckily, there were no pigs there. Typically, I would switch to hard here, like hard difficulty. But I was trying out just like variations, because you can either toggle to hard here to get the pigs from up the upper ramparts to fall down in the hole, or you can do it where I did it in this particular run. It's like in the hole. So like I go down, I like dig the 3 blocks, and then dig the little trading hole pit thing. And then that's when I switch to hard. Yeah, I was just kind of like scraping by for blocks here, so you can see me mess up an input because I didn't have blocks, and also pick up the gold that I pre-threw because I wasn't hugging the right wall. Which was fine. It's just like a super little thing, but that was like a major, quote unquote major mistake. I don't know. It's very glaring to me. But it was fine. I ended up just looting the rest of the gold. I like messed up so many inputs because I don't have blocks in my hotbar, or I didn't see the soul sand. And so I was like, oh my god, okay. I was just messing up so many inputs. Like, I'm stressing out about that. I almost just chucked the gold straight into my little junk pit or whatever. But other than that, this is fine. Like, inventory management is always a bit rough for me because there's just like so much going on. But you know, I think it's worth taking the time to just like fully know what you're throwing out, what you're not, because I have thrown out things like Obby way too many times because I think it's Blackstone. I also miss a few of those arrows, but it didn't matter, especially in this run because you'll see later. But yeah, I throw these 2 gold ingots there because I'm like, okay, I want more pearls and maybe more fire res. That would be nice. So I'm just kind of like waiting around, but then I get the trades and I'm like, okay, there's nothing there anyway. I'll just full send it. It's fine. So then I go up. I think there was probably better terrain or better like a better way for me to get up to where I saw the fort, but I don't know. There probably was, but I ended up getting there. So I ended up going to the triple, and then I think I just whiffed that pearl. I don't know. It was probably just because I jumped or something. But I see the fort, and then you can see around the 6:30 mark, you can see that Akira blinds, and the voice, the VC audio is in this recording because I just didn't want it to be there. But I say like, oh, how the fuck are you blinding already? And then Matrix says, oh, this is like PB pace, because Matrix's PB is like a 14 something, I'm pretty sure. And though me and Akira were like, oh fuck, oh boy. Like you can see me starting to stress out here. I like miss like 2 crits. But and messing up inputs, but like I blaze bed and everything. I was just trying to make up pace. I like start building out the platform here, and then Blaze starts spawning like around here, I'm pretty sure, or whatever. Yeah, and then I I crit out a Blaze with my pearls, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. But yeah, you can start to see me panicking because I like am fully aware of the timer now. Like, instead of mining these blocks, I typically would build out the left side of the soul sand thing, but I end up doing it anyway. But I think it would have been better if I just like mined those particular blocks out later by the stairs. But it was fine, and ended up working out. So you know, just casually waiting for Blaze spawns here. I'm like calm, cool, and collected, especially because I'm at 2.5 hearts and I needed to eat, and I see them not like healing, so I'm like, okay, let me just like go blind. Let me blind early, so if I need a hunger reset, I will. But then I realize I'm like slowly healing anyway, so it's chill. And it's daytime when I blind, because typically I blind at like the 10 to 12 minute mark, and so it's always like night and I can't see my crosshair. Also because before I was playing on GUI 2 on a 4K monitor, and I'm like, this is very tiny. So then I ended up switching to GUI 3 for when I played Blazing Caves, and that made a world of a difference. I play, like, my menu nav is so much better now in comparison to later, in comparison to later, to earlier. And, yeah, I don't know, it's just, like, the little things like that, but I didn't need a pillar up there. I don't know why I did. I think it's just because I'm used to it, but I don't know. I do this, and then I'm very unsure about the precision of the crosshair alignment, because, you know, you want to get it precise so that you get the 100% on Ninja Brain Bot. And so that's why I throw the third eye, because I just wanted to, like, double check. And it ended up working out, and turns out, oh my god, it's super close. It's like 400 blocks away. Or no, not 400, 500 blocks away. And I don't think I fully registered that. I was just like, okay, I see numbers, I'll go. And then I do this little, like, overlap here that I see everyone do, which I think is really nice. Yeah, now I'm just kind of here waiting for more blaze spawns, because I need, after this blaze, I need 2 more rods. I'm like, okay, I'll just stall it out, I think. Honestly, here, I could have just, like, pre-crafted. Like, you can see me do a little bit of pre-crafting here, but I think it would have been better for me to just, like, start making beds. But then again, I get a spawn, like, instantly, so it's not really that big of an issue. Um, yeah. Then I get more blazes that... Yeah, more blazes eventually spawn, I think. They spawn onto me. I should have just, like, moved out of the way in hindsight. That was very stupid of me, but, like, I got very lucky that I had, like, eaten right as I went into the portal. And so, yeah. At this point in time, Akira actually dies. Because he says, like, oh, I fucking threw, or something along the lines of that. Because he died in 4, I think. Just waiting for blazes. And I don't remember exactly what happened, but I can probably assume that blazes spawned onto him. And because he had no food, he died. Akira can probably, like, elaborate on that later if he watches this video. But he dies at this point, and so I'm like, oh, I can actually win, and I can get PB. And so you can see me stressing out here because I'm naturally just bad at reading chords anyway, but I was fully anticipating to go further, but I'm like, wait, it's right here. So then I start digging down. I start digging down in the middle of 2 blocks because I see my C counter. It's at like 300. I'm like, I don't have the confidence to like hotkey to my pearls. And also just like stressing out where to go. Because I think also during this point, Sea-Dog says something because Sea-Dog's also in this VC, and all of us are just like silent because we're just like, we're trying to like beat the seed. And I felt really bad, but it was funny. But anyway, little tangent aside, I get to chords. I don't want to misplay, so I'm like taking my sweet time because I wouldn't have enough Avi to do so otherwise. I do a little overlap with changing my pie chart in the thing, which is cool. I probably should start adding render distance into there too, just for a little time save. Turn on hitboxes just because. Then I see the spike. I push top right, and then you can see the iron bars. It's there at Insta-Nav, which is very, very lovely. And yeah, because I had food, I didn't have to hunger reset, because I was low-key kind of stressing out here. You can see me just, like, do the math wrong. I, like, miscounted my craft for stuff, and you can see me, like, throw out this wool accidentally when I was meant to throw out the string for my bow craft, which I didn't end up crafting anyway, because I just forgot. Like, I throw out my wood and everything, too. In hindsight, I didn't need to craft these respawn anchors because I had 11 beds. I'm not gonna choke an 11 bed. I think I'm better than that. Well, I don't know. I was nervous. And, like, for some reason, I decide to swap or change my settings while I'm filling in the eyes, but I could have just done it in the fucking thing. I don't know. There's just so much that I could have done better, even for such, like, a decent run on my end. There's so much I could have done better. And it's like, but Mint, it's a sub 50, you beat Minecraft in like under 15 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, but like stupid things like this, I'm just like, oh my god, this run could have been so much better. Like, I didn't even craft a bow when I made a whole thing about me wanting to craft a bow anyway. But it's like, whatever. So, like, at this point, I'm just kind of waiting about because, like, there's nothing you can really do. But then the dragon perches, like, here. You'll see her snap her head there. And I actually made the distance on this pearl because I typically undershoot it. So I was very pleased. And then I, like, do the one cycling thing. Some of these beds were okay. This bed was good. Yeah, and then I did a 6 bed, and I was low-key stressing out because my axe was gonna break. I was on 2.5 hearts. If things went wrong, then things were gonna go wrong. But yeah, then we ended up getting the sub 15, and I was very happy with it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't, like, it's weird being able to commentate over a video and not having enough footage to, like, talk about, because typically I record videos and they're like, I don't know, 20 minutes long, and I'm like, okay, I'll just use one of my like 21-minute runs or something, and I'll have more than enough footage to say something. But with this one in particular, I'm just like, oh my god, so much happened in so little time, and even then there's so much I want to say about it. which I think is really cool. I don't know. I'm just very happy with this run in particular because I think I played it well. There were definitely some things that I could have done better, like not missing a bow craft for the half bow or just like doing little misinputs here and there. But I think just in a general scheme of things, I think I played it well. My overworld was kind of sloppy, but it's like it is what it is. It's mainly just the micro stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just watching back this run, it makes me more motivated to play and to like constantly improve because like I beat Minecraft in under 15 minutes. What the fuck? Granted, it's a ranked filtered seed, but even then, like that's crazy. What? Like my goal of this year was to get a sub 15 RSG, and granted, this is not on the same level of that because it's ranked, but just the fact that I could, even beat Minecraft in general in under 15 minutes makes me more motivated to learn more ranked and start learning RSG again because I really would like to get a sub 15 in RSG. That would be super, super cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, there's just so much to learn just from watching my own runs. Like, I already learn a lot from watching, like, top runners because that's, like, well, all I've been watching recently in terms of Minecraft content. But just watching my own runs, there's so much to learn and take notes of. And I think that's a good sign of improvement. I don't know. I'm very excited to learn more. If I put in more time and dedication to it, I could do this again and replicate this and probably do it in an even better way to where I can consistently get like sub 20s, sub 15s even. So I don't know. I just think it's very, very cool. There's still so much I could do to like save so much time, like bow die or refining my bastion routes, learning end games better, but it's just like I don't know. I'm excited. I really like speedrunning. I'm very, very excited. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little more quote unquote nerdy like talk about my gameplay and my thoughts behind or the thoughts that go in my head while I'm doing a run because I think it's just very interesting to think about. And if you also speedrun and you want to give me some tips, then feel free to do so. I'm very, very willing to learn more from what other people say about my gameplay. So yeah, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more, then let me know. I'll do more because this was actually kind of fun to record. So yeah. Also, before I go, if you want to watch the full run without the commentary, then it'll be on mini clips. Either shortly after I upload this video or it'll already be up. I don't know. It depends on when I decide to upload these videos. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye!